Hey everyone, this is Young Lady 917 Tarot out here with a reading. If you want a private reading from me, you can go to my email at younglady917@gmail.com. You can also donate to the channel on here with my super chat, or you can send money to Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. Um, I think that's it, and I think Apple Pay. But generally Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Okay, that is Young Lady 917 Tarot. It's Young Lady 917@gmail.com for Zelle, and PayPal the same thing. Did I say PayPal? Anyhow, let's tap into this energy, and if you want a private reading, like I said, I'm available for private reading. Even if you don't see me out here on a regular basis, I have to make that known that I am open for readings at this time. Okay? So, let's just tap into this energy. I'm using the energy oracle cards. Let's see what the energy is for your person at this time, because you guys are not in communication, and I know y'all want to know what's going on with what's the tea. You're not in communication at this time, and you are not speaking. Y'all there's no communication. There's no connection right now. Okay, so let's see what how your person feel about it. Spirit told me some of you guys, your person is angry, upset. I don't know if it's so much at you or at themselves. Take it as it resonates. Let's see. Emotionally withdrawn. I just did a reel and this came out. Your person has to work on it. Okay, this is 8. This is divinely orchestrated for this to come out, and it's divinely orchestrated for your person to what in the world? It's divinely orchestrated for your person to work on themselves, for you guys to have met, okay, so that your person can work on themselves and to deal with this deal with being emotionally withdrawn. Let's see what else. Let's see. Look, heartbreak. Your person is heartbroken because you're not speaking. You cut them off. You cut the cord. If it's a twin flame connection, if it's a soulmate connection, you just release yourself. This person, because they're emotionally withdrawn, they're very toxic. They hold everything in. They bottle up their feelings. This person's really in love with you. But for some reason, they don't want you to know. But that's because they're not mature. And when they start working on themselves and start being in touch with their feelings, they'll be able to express that to you. Whether it's too late or not, they'll be able to express that to you. So right now, they broke their own heart in this connection. You didn't break their heart. They broke their own heart. You came to them with love. You came to them with respect. You came to them with patience. And they decided because they're not healing. They went from the 8 to the 9. Look at this. They appreciate you. They do. All of this that's going on right now has absolutely nothing to do with you, collective. It has nothing to do with you. This totally has to do with this person. And that's your confirmation here. Look at this. You the yin today. Y'all are a match, but y'all not equally yoked right now. Okay? Because this person has to work on themselves. They have to heal in order for this connection to come together. So I'm picking up, if you really want to be with your person, you have to be patient. And you got to continue to work on yourself. That is mandatory. Mandatory. It's no way around it. Look at this. Heartache and loss. The cards that came out, if y'all go and look at my reel, y'all going to see these cards came out over there. Someone have heartache and loss. They feel like they're grieving this connection. And maybe this is the first time that they've been in touch with their feelings in their whole entire life. You made them be in touch with their feelings. You see? Because if they never get in touch with their feelings, they're not going to be able to love you properly. I'm just saying. They're not going to be able to love themselves properly. So they know that, spirit know they can't love nobody until they love themselves. That's just the bottom line. So spirit had to step in order for this person to move forward and learn to love themselves. This is why the connection is not going on right now. That's why spirit intervened. Ancestors, look, cards is flying out the deck. Hold on. Boy. Look at this. Whether it's you or them, you have anxiety because you don't know whether or not this person's coming back. But this is another 9. This is endings. Endings to this stuff. Because this person is definitely going to come to their senses. This person is definitely going to work on themselves. So, Spirit is saying right now, like I stated, for you to continue to work on yourself. That's the best way you can help this. This is the best way you can help this connection move forward, by loving yourself, pouring into you, right? Which is going to allow your person to pour into themselves, because they're going to see that you're doing well. And if they want you that bad, they will do the work on themselves. Yes. Leave a comment in the comment box if you agree. Third chakra, Archangel, Cameo. This person, yeah, look at this. They have to clear this. This is like the sacral chakra right here. They got to clear this energy in order for them to move forward. Let me read it in the book. What's it, 37? 37. Let me see what it says. 37. I'm going to read this real quick, if you don't mind. What does it say? Upright. The powerful Archangel Carmel is holding a beautiful spear of golden light at the solar plexus chakra. That's what I said. Which is the location. Your third eye. Wait. Did I skip a page? Yep. No. Your third eye chakra in the center of your life force energy. The issues here will revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. What did I say? Your person is going to come out of this energy. They tired of breaking their own heart. They tired of running away from themselves. Okay? You just help the process. By showing them that it's okay to be kind to people. It's okay to love yourself. Alright? Now, let me read it because it's a little bit left. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance. And your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. This is a message for your person. Yep, good, beautiful. So let's look at what is in the future for the divine masculine. Now, what's in the future for this connection first, and then we'll go into what's in the future for the divine masculine. You know, Spirit said do the divine masculine first, so I gotta listen. Let's see. What are the messages for the divine masculine? What does it look like for this person once they start healing? What does it look like for your person once they start healing, Spirit? What does it look like for my collective person? Look at this, the whole daggone. Yeah, somebody is under a lot of pressure. But these cards keep falling out. Can y'all hold on 1 second? Ooh, let's see. What fell out? Ooh, you got gift. You got divine masculine. Go, boy. Neglect wounds. They're going to work on these neglect wounds. They clouded. Their judgment is clouded. Their pride got in the way. Oh, yes. They want a commitment towards you because they know that you helped them get to this point. They got low self-esteem. That's why the emotions, they're not involved. Their low self-esteem is causing them not to be in touch with their emotions. Synchronicities, they starting to see, numbers that are repeating themselves. They traveling, coming towards you. I'll put this out because it all fell out. Music, they've been synchronizing through music. Maybe you sent them music videos and they've been listening to them. Overload, they on overload. Of course, when you start working on yourself, not one thing come to surface at once. Everything comes to surface because that's what you putting in a lot of stuff. So a lot of stuff is gonna come up at one time. So what's gonna end up happening? Your person is gonna end up just taking one thing at a time. They know that this is an opportunity of a lifetime, and they do not want to miss it. So they are working on themselves. Congratulations. Look at this. You can't make this shit up. They've been suppressing their feelings. This is what this whole thing is about. But they're going to work on this. Let's see. One more. Spirit said one more from here. Yes. Yeah, I got to I got to get my hair done. Yeah, but we're going to tap into this and let's see. Nostalgia. They feel nostalgia. Yeah, of course. They feel uncomfortable. All right, so what do they want to say to you? What do they want to say to you about this connection? This is them. They still feeling, all of these stuff is coming to the surface because they have been keeping themselves suppressed for years. Maybe this is the first time in their life that the feelings started coming up to the surface. They may have lost people in their life. They never grieved. Never took the time out. They left and they just kept it moving. And they supposed to grieve those people. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of relationships they've been taken advantage of, and they just never dealt with it. Look at this karmic relationship. You can't make it up. Resentment and triggers. Perception, and this is all how they perceive their stuff in a negative way. And this is another reason why they can't move forward, because they're not thinking about it in a positive way. They thinking they're ego driven. Okay? They thinking from their ego. They not thinking from their logic. They're not being logical. Sword in the rose. See? Clarity and truth. Now they realizing what's need to be done. They realizing that was never the other person. It was never who they was married to. It was never their family. It was always them. It begins and ends with you. Always. Without a shadow of a doubt, it begins and it ends with you. But you bring them joy. This is why they want to work on themselves. You motivated them to want to work on themselves. This is paradise. Happiness and joy. Enjoying each other. Honeymoon phase. This is what they want to look towards when it comes to this connection. You guys are teaching each other lessons. Not today. Boundaries. They setting up boundaries for the people that's been toxic in their life. People that's been causing them heartache and pain. They are setting boundaries. They don't want to talk to them today. This person is in seclusion right now. They feel that the people been backstabbing them, lying to them, deceiving them. And they shocked. They thought that, they could trust these people. But the people that's been around them, that's been toxic, been lying to them. Maybe they would have been money. This person has a lot of money. This person is pretty wealthy. So they've been taking advantage of this person for their money, your person. And they want to start healing their heart. Healing heart, toxicity, addictions, abusive relations. What did I just say? Your person want to heal from this. They will no longer want to deal with it. But they realize when you start elevating and you start seeing the light and you start working on yourself, you start realizing that you will not allow anybody to take advantage of you, one. And two, you will not take any bullcrap from anybody. Okay? Not even your own self. Ascension, look at this. Learning and expansion. Transcending, preparing for union, new phase. This person's in a new phase. This is what this is. The end result is going to be for this connection. Look at this. Cupid arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. The person's going to come towards you. One, they want to come towards you and they want to apologize. They may ask you out on a date. All right? They're planning. Cut down. Cutting out, separating, stop the pattern, silent treatment. They giving people the silent treatment. And they know that you cut them out. You don't want to deal with this toxicity. You don't want to deal with anything that has to do with negativity. So you cut them out. Cut them out, off, all of that. When they grow up, they can call you. If you decide you want to take them back. Look, they self-sabotage, so they want to rebuild this. They know they self-sabotage this connection. They cutting ties with old people and they moving on with their life. Because they want a life with you. They want a life in paradise with you, honey. Because they know. Look, they're going to start chasing you. Look at this. Spirit said you was a chaser. Ugh. You was chasing them. And now the tables are going to turn. They're going to start chasing you. Because you walked away. And they do not want it to be a situation where you walk away forever. Let's see what the romantic oracle is. What's the message? This person really loves you deep down. They do. They have deep feelings for you. But relationships nowadays is not built on love anymore. Not that puppy, oh, I love him, he loved me, we're going to be together. No, that's toxic. You got to prove this person. You got to go with action. You got to show up in a relationship. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, you have to show up and show out, period. So what are the messages? What does my collective need to know about their person? If anybody wants a private reading, younglady917@gmail.com. I'm available for readings at this time. Please, let me say this, because this happened all the time. And I'm going to tell you, on some real stuff, do not send me any money without emailing me first. Because I'm going to look at my account and be like, oh, snap, I got an extra so-and-so. I'm not going to know if you sent me the money. So you need to let me know that you sent me the money so I can do your reading. It's only right. Okay? People got a habit of doing that. They'll send the money. I don't know they sent the money. Then they tell me months later, I sent your money for. Really? Oh, you ain't email me. Passion. This person has a lot of passion for you. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This person needs to allow themselves to be happy. This person needs to allow themselves to be free. Why hold on to things that no longer serve you? I don't care if it's a situationship. It's something that happened to you in your childhood. You got to let it go. What holding on? What is it going to do while you holding on to it? Express your love. You can't make this up, y'all. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Definitely. Deception. This person's been wearing a mask. Says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. This person's been lying to you because they love. A person's been lying to you because they've been suppressing their feelings. They've been holding back. They really are in love with you. That's the secret. If you didn't know, you know now. Don't get too happy. All I can say is work on yourself until they show up. Religious factors. So, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This person may be religious and you may be spiritual. There is a total difference in the two. People think that, oh, I go to church, I'm spiritual. No. Your religion and spirituality is two different things. But the end result is God, period. That's going to always be the end result no matter what you are practicing. All right? But this person may have cultural differences when it comes to you, with, a cultural background, religious background. There may be an issue, and that's something that can be discussed during the time when you're having your conversations to decide whether you're going to be together or not. And if it's a problem and you can't agree on it, then you got to keep it moving. All right? So I'm ending this reading. I want to thank you for subscribing, sharing, liking, clicking on the bell on the side for updated notifications. If you want a private reading, I'm here. younglady917 at gmail.com. Peace.